Stop feeling pressured by other people, whether that's your friends, your parents, or society in general. All these different people want you to be cool, be funny, be smart. Say the right words at the right time. You don't have to feel pressured to say anything at all. This is was one of my problems. I got to the point where I was feeling anxious when I talked to my friends. I wanted to say something funny or something meaningful, but whenever I said anything, it was too irrelevant. It was talked about too earlier ago. It wasn't the right thing to say. It didn't have a good response. So I decided not to say anything. And then my friends were like, "Why are you being so quiet?" And I said, "I have nothing to say." The truth is, I had things to say, but I was filtering myself until I had something really good to say. I think instead of doing that, and instead of being at the point where you're saying everything that's on your mind, you try to find a middle ground between those two. Try to listen. Listen to the conversation. This should be enough. If no one's talking, experience what you can experience. Wherever you are, experience your thoughts, experience the view, the music, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, there's always something to experience. And meditation can help you realize that. As long as you're in the present, there's always something to experience. But something I didn't realize was talking to people is one of the most natural things we can do. It almost requires no skill to naturally have a conversation with someone. It's very natural, so it's very easy. As long as you're not in your head about it. The number one thing that you can do to become better at talking to people is be in the present moment. Listen. Don't speak when you want to say something. When you think, "Oh shoot, I haven't been talking for a while. I should probably say something now. I should probably contribute to the conversation in some way." Instead of doing that, wait until you have something to contribute to the conversation in a meaningful way. Wait until you hear something that interests you. You hear something that you have information about. You naturally think of a joke that would fit well with the conversation. All this stuff is very natural. You should naturally be able to have something to say instead of trying so hard to think of something to say, instead of just listening to what they have to say and letting it happen naturally. It doesn't always have to be a joke, and it doesn't always have to be some wisdom or some crazy idea. It should just be whatever comes to mind, if you think it's contributing it to or not. But it shouldn't be too random, even if you think of it. Stop feeling pressured to talk. So, when I'm with my friends, I have a lot to say, but it's not always about talking. It's more about hanging with your friends. So it's okay to just sit down with your friends, watch a video, listen to some music, have some food, or even walk walk around. It's more about the little things when you're hanging with friends. It's less about feeling the pressure to be a good friend, feeling the pressure to be something you're not, feeling the pressure to be funny, be entertaining for your friends. This isn't a circus. Don't feel pressured by anything. Recently, I've been hanging with my friends, and whenever there's a big silence or a weird moment, usually at the beginning of the hangout when we haven't hung out in a while, but we're back, it should feel very natural. It's your best friend, so you should just pick up where you left off, right? I get in my head about it. So I think I feel pressured, but I realize I feel pressured. And that can take some time to develop the skill of stepping outside of yourself and realizing what you're feeling and what you're thinking in an objective way. That can take some meditation. Meditate every day. Once I realize that I feel pressured to be something I'm not and almost act unnatural, I tell myself there's no pressure. There's no pressure to be anything that you're not. Just be you. And if they don't accept you for you, then that's not your problem, that is their problem. It's better to be yourself with no one than it is to not be yourself with 10 friends. Find peace with or without friends.